Hey guys, today I'm going to be covering Rory Gilmore from the show Gilmore Girls. Gilmore Girls is an American comedy drama TV series. The show debuted on October 5th, 2000 on the WB, and it ran for 7 seasons. I personally didn't watch the show when it first debuted. I was busy checking out the famous Jed Jackson and watching Lizzie McGuire. That probably gives away my age, but the point is that once I started watching Gilmore Girls, I was hooked. Now I know y'all are expecting me to talk about the Netflix series A Year in the Life, and I will get to that, but Rory's downfall started way before that. And to clarify, when I say downfall, I mean the point when Rory no longer had the characteristics that made her likable. Also, this video is based on my opinion, and it may be a very unpopular opinion. I don't know. Anyways, let's start at the beginning of the show, Season 1. Who is Rory in Season 1? What kind of person is she? She's smart, she got accepted into Chilton, a very prestigious school. She's driven, she wants to go to Harvard and travel the world. She's hardworking, she reads and studies all the time. She's relatable. She's not really rich or a preppy, popular girl. She's just going through high school. And I would say that she tries to be morally good. She does try to do the right thing.
Rory, you wrecked Perez project when?
Just before class.
Very convenient.
No, I did. My locker got stuck, and when I opened
Stop it.
Is feeling like an impromptu nature walk? I want to see if it's all right.
What's all right?
The deer.
In Season 1, she has her first relationship with a guy that just moved to town named Dean. And they have a cute high school romance where they both mutually really care for each other. Okay, so let's recap who Season 1 Rory is. She's driven, she's hardworking, she's relatable, morally good-ish, and I'm not going to go through every season, but let's go ahead and highlight some times where Rory was not her ideal self. In Season 2, Rory starts liking a new guy in town named Jess, while in a relationship with Dean. What is with this town having male models appear out of thin air? Anyway, she kind of just, cheats on Dean by randomly kissing Jess, which is kind of a dick move, if we're gonna be honest. But again, this is a high schooler we're talking about, so I guess most people didn't take it too seriously, but it was a good sneak peek to how selfish she can be. So let's cover the start of her actual downfall. Y'all know what's coming. Season freaking 4.
Season 4, I just finished Season 4.
I know.
I mean, I'm upset with you a little bit, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, I understand. I remember getting that script and thinking, this is so out of character.
Spoiler alert, they made her a home wrecker. She ends up sleeping with a married man in Season 4, her ex-boyfriend Dean.
I created this character who's so seemingly perfect that they had to throw something at her, but I think we overcorrected. Clearly we overcorrected.
Now, do I think writing this in is a mistake? No, not really. They wanted to throw a wrench in her somewhat perfect image, and it definitely worked. The problem I have is that after this happens, there's no redemption. She doesn't pay any real consequences. She doesn't even learn from this mistake, as we later find out. Usually big mistakes like this result in some sort of character development or a lesson. But that never really came. She felt embarrassed and ashamed, but then ends up dating Dean and falling for another guy while with Dean again. What was the point of all that? So yeah, I'm just going to speed through seasons 5 to 7 because honestly, I kind of stopped caring at this point. She just gets with Logan, this rich dude from Yale who can get away with pretty much anything because his daddy's rich. He's not a bad person, I just never really vibed with him. He has his band of douchebag friends that for some reason Rory likes to hang out with. They harass girls, are always drunk, and love wasting money. So the most dramatic thing to happen with Rory's story during these seasons is when she dropped out of Yale because the Mark Cuban of the newspaper industry told her she didn't have it.
You don't got it.
After she interned for 1 week. Blah blah, she eventually goes back to school and graduates and decides not to marry Logan because she wants to travel the world. And that is how the show originally ended. So for me, the biggest difference from Season 1 Rory to Season 7 was that she became an unrelatable character. In season 1, she was facing things that most high school girls can relate to, like having your first boyfriend, dealing with bullies, and douchey guys. But in the last couple seasons, Rory is handed pretty much anything she desires, either from her grandparents or from Logan, whether it's her college tuition or a place to stay. Now, I don't think the majority of American college students can relate. We're busy working 2 jobs and eating ramen noodles. And with all the cards in her favor, she was struggling to continue school because some old dude hurt her feelings. For most of us, we can't just afford to change our entire life path when in doubt. So that's where it originally ended. And I was like, okay. But then Netflix decided to make a revival miniseries set around a decade after the finale. And I wanted to watch it because I wanted to see where this character ended up. And oh boy, Rory is probably the most entitled protagonist I've ever encountered. And I think second is her mother. But I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole right now. That's another video for another time. But let's stick to Rory and break down her character when it comes to her career / love life, because that's kind of what the miniseries focuses on. At the beginning of the miniseries, she is writing a book for some loudmouth British chick, and then it doesn't work out. So she needs money and complains about not having work. So she goes to some newspaper agency place, I guess, and says she'll write a free article so they can check out her work. And while she's interviewing people for this article, she falls asleep on the sidewalk. Now, I don't know a lot about being a journalist, but I'm pretty sure she wasn't doing a very good job. And while she's complaining about not having work, there's a company that has been consistently reaching out to her. Finally, she's like, geez, so annoying. I guess I'll grace this company with my presence. So she goes to the company and is thrown off when they start asking interview questions.
Didn't have a pitch prepared.
That's a little weird. Thought you'd bring some ideas.
Don't get me wrong, I have ideas.
Like?
She just thought she would walk in and have a job. And not only was she thrown off, she was offended that they dare try to interview her instead of immediately hire her. So, of course, she bombed that interview and they dodged a bullet.
I'm just a little pissed here.
I get it. You got your hopes up.
No, you got my hopes up for a job that I didn't even want.
Oh, real nice. So you just felt like wasting my time.
No, you wasted my time.
So she ends up taking a job as the Stars Hollow newspaper editor, except the job doesn't pay, and she's still complaining about being broke.
I'm broke, busted, beggared. I have no apartment, no car. Hell, my license expired 3 months ago.
I don't know what she expects to happen when she takes a job that doesn't pay. Like, I can understand if she's in college and needs the experience, but this girl is like 32, and I'm assuming she should have enough experience to not need that. Now let's delve into her love life. Throughout this short series, Rory has a boyfriend. Isn't that sweet? Yeah, except she treats this dude like crap. He drops in for one of the episodes to visit, and she abandons him and forgets about him on several occasions. It's like a running joke that he's boring and forgettable.
What about you?
Oh, damn.
Did you just break up with P?
How about a second course?
You have got to cut that poor boy loose.
No, I keep meaning to, and I just keep forgetting.
It's so sad.
Who thought this was a good idea? Why make her a bigger jerk than she already is? And all throughout the series of dating this guy, she's sleeping with her ex-boyfriend, Logan. Yeah, the one she said she didn't want to marry. So anyway, not only is she treating this sweet guy like trash when he visits, she is also cheating on him. Oh, and one more thing. Logan is engaged. So Rory is the other woman again.
Tomorrow.
Oh,
Is that okay?
sure, yes. Let's do it this week. And we'll make it special. Your favorite place, the Dorchester or the Savoy.
I'd have to stay in a hotel.
Well,
She's in town.
yes.
For how long? She's moved in.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
To sum up, Rory went from being driven to complacent, smart to very dumb, hardworking to entitled and lazy, relatable to just straight up annoying. I choose Lizzie McGuire over this dumb girl any day.